After season 1 of Solo Leveling, every anime fan has asked themselves this one question. What if Dongsuk lived? Well, let's take a look. So in episode 6, our hero Jinwoo is not only betrayed by his party, but betrayed by the system itself. Due to the killing intent of Dongsuk's group, the system gives him a choice: kill the group or die. Let's pause here for some clarity though. You see, in the anime, it specifically says the word defeat. As a viewer, this could be a little misleading. The manhwa, though, does clarify this, as each message specifically tells Jinwoo to kill them. But what if the message actually did say defeat? If that was the case, all he really had to do is ensure his safety. So let's pretend Jinwoo cuts through all of Dongsuk's men, brings the man down to his knees, and then says, and then with incredible shock on his face, Dongsuk replies, and then all three of them walk out of the dungeon awkwardly. But what happens next? Well, knowing Jinwoo, he wouldn't rat Dongsuk out to the authorities for a couple reasons. For starters, telling anyone that 8 D2C rank hunters attempted to kill him and failed would immediately alert everyone to the fact that he had indeed reawakened. This is something that Jinwoo was playing very close to his chest, until, that is, he's one of the strongest people. Another reason is that Dongsuk seems to have connections and resources. With all of the blackmail that Jinwoo has on Dongsuk now, he could make pretty good use of him. So the two-part ways: Jinwoo feeling victorious with a bit of his humanity still intact, and Dongsuk now broken and filled with fear and embarrassment. But here's where we get to the hardest puzzle to solve. Would Dongsuk contact his younger brother Dongsuk? As it's shown, Dongsuk has a huge distaste for his younger brother. So much so that even his party members knew not to bring him up when they're around him. The reason for this is simple. Dongsuk is an S-rank hunter and was offered a position in a guild in the United States that gave him some pretty nice benefits. Most of Korea viewed him as a traitor. So would Dongsuk be able to drop his pride in order to ask for help from his little brother? Well, let's tackle this all together. Jinwoo killed 7 of his closest allies, debatably some of his only friends. Not only was he defeated by Jinwoo, but Jinwoo made him look, well, pathetic. In his last moments, Dongsuk even tried to warn Jinwoo about his brother. Putting all this together, I believe that one of two outcomes would have happened. For option 1, Dongsuk would have taken the shadier route to solve the Jinwoo problem. I believe that Dongsuk would have hired King to kill Jinwoo, and the series would have played out somewhat similar. Dongsuk was a very shady individual to begin with, and I'm sure an assassin for hire isn't something that's totally new to him. I'm pretty confident that if some old random man was able to get a hold of Kang's information, Dongsuk could have easily done the same. After Jinwoo defeats Kang though, he would have found out that Dongsuk tried to have him killed again, and well, that would have been the end of him. Then Dongsuk would have heard about his older brother's death and once again sought vengeance for his brother. Now let's talk about option number 2. Dongsuk swallows his pride and calls his brother. After Dongsuk told his brother the entire story about how Jinwoo killed his friends and is blackmailing him, his brother would have laughed hysterically at Dongsuk's position and gave him a simple, "Alright, I'll see you soon." How soon though? Well, Dongsuk would have been keeping tabs on Jinwoo and his team up with Jinho. This would have eventually led to the Red Gate incident. And for those of you that don't want to be spoiled, feel free to skip ahead of this. Dongsuk would have arrived at the Red Gate with a great deal of curiosity for Jinwoo. Then, just like the manhwa, he would have gotten bored and ran out of time, resulting in him walking away. Dongsuk would have told his older brother, "Well, this is your problem. You can handle it." Dongsuk would have been caught off guard by this and at a complete loss. At this time, Jinwoo would have been warned about Dongsuk by the Hunters Association. This would have resulted in him either killing Dongsuk or forcing him to flee the country. At this point, I don't really know if Jinwoo would kill someone outside of a dungeon. That is, unless they actually made the first move and it was out of self-defense. So as you can see, there are a few options for potential outcomes. But what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.